Hey guys, it's Burgos here, and today I'm going to talk about how to become a pro player in Call of Dragons. Now, I know most of the people already have some strategy in their mind, but maybe this thing is going to shock you or at least give you some different opinion over the things. And yeah, before you jump on the money stuff, because lately I see a lot of comments about the money. Uh, you have money, you win against everybody, and most likely it's like this. If you pay, most likely you're expecting to win because next time you're not going to pay. So we're not here to talk about the monies and what kind of bundles, or maybe I can share some information what kind of bundles I actually use, and blah blah blah. But yeah, first thing, you have to know what kind of player you are. Are you free to play, mid spender, and so on? So I'm going to give suggestion for each of the players. Mid, WoW, and WoW. Okay, maybe WoW and okay, Kraken, they can just jump their troops outside, but with this new with the stamina stuff, things are looking so more different. I see, for example, Nephisto with over 1 billion power, I think 1.2 billion power. And this bad boy, I'm not so sure he can use all of his troops. Even if he don't heal for like a week. I mean, I see many Krakens just go out with Chakcha, with Kewa, with full tier 5 infantry legions and so on. So we're not going to talk about the Krakens. They can do whatever they like. They can use all their stamina. I mean, they can just throw troops in front of you till they finish their stamina and they can walk out. Even not changing the territory because most likely nobody's going to rally them. Which is little annoying. I mean, if you're Kraken, you basically teleport whatever you like. And you know you're not going to get rally because the enemy is not going to is going to get very bad traits. Let's say like this. Very bad traits, and you can show up and queue when the rally start. I see very brutal reports. So we're not going to talk about this. We're going to talk about free-to-play, WoW spender, mid spender. Even whales can take some tips from this one. So yeah, first thing first is going to be free-to-play player. Now, I really hate cavalry players, but this is the best way to go for. The best way to go for, and the reason is by going with cavalry around the map, you're going to kill, for example, if you kill this bad boy here, you're going to fill his hospital. And in war times, everything you kill in mines, AFK legions, and blah 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 is going to be something that you're not going to see on the battlefield. Now, here we're not talking that much about the merits because killing donkeys is not going to give you merits. But when you kill one-time donkeys in wartime, nobody is going to go and heal the donkeys. Exception is right now these things with the healing, where you basically have to heal 15 million with resource healing to get one of these shards. And I see non-stop people sending donkeys. So this is a clear sign for the game, at least to reduce this number. 15 million is so much. Right now, even though that through the season I did some good healing, I don't know if you can actually see. Check it out. Can you see? No, you cannot see. See my healing is this thing here. I mean, it's not so much, but it's not also low healing. So, and I have like 7 million. I didn't heal donkeys, to be honest, much. I think I healed 2 times my full donkey legions because some of my gathering heroes get killed. But in war times, as a free to play player, you want to support your alliance, just kill all the gathering people around the map and use the cavalry so you can escape fast. Now, there can be traps inside, like Lilia Velian, for example. or something like this. But yeah, this is one of the things you're going to support your alliance. So what actually make you a pro player there? First, you weak the enemy, because one time you kill the donkeys, they're not going to kill the donkeys. And most likely next time they're going to send infantry. So you're going to kill infantry or mages or marksmen. And you're going to have the advantage because most of the times people are using gathering heroes. They may use full legion of tier 5 units, military units, but still the main hero is going to be a gathering hero most of the times. If you watch this video, don't put a gathering hero, period. So this is one of the ways. The other way, as a free-to-play player, to somehow be in even bigger help of your alliance is kill the infantry. When you fight against the enemy, there is always a fight between the infantry. Kill the infantry. You're not going to be in the range of artifacts. Also, the enemy mages and marksmen is not going to catch you because most likely you're going to be fighting behind. So in case like this, just kill the infantry. You're going to get merits and you're going to be extremely valuable because the moment the enemy kill the infantry, those infantry start charging over your range legions and they swow very bad. And taunting and stunning and immobilize, there's so many infantry artifacts lately added in the game. So yeah, this is the suggestion for free-to-play players. Try to kill with cavalry, but not like going with cavalry. For example, this one here, where there is like 10 castles around this thing. Try to kill something that is away. And this one is a pure kill. We have something else here. Okay, maybe not that much. This one is also a free kill. Free kill. You know, it's far away. Here they can catch you. And when the enemy is feeling comfortable, gathering is the moment you have to strike. In the mass fights where the things are decided, you want to go with your all marksman's legions or mages and kill the infantry. So this is my tip for free-to-play players. Also, try to find, of course, the very good alliance. This is something very important to get gold chest, and in this gold chest you can get some VIP points. Currently, I have tons of VIP points. Let's look at this thing: 29,000, 7,000, 1.8 thousand, 1.2 thousand. This is crazy amount of VIP points. But I don't have anything to do with these VIP points. They're just sitting here. But I get a lot of five gems from these bundles, which 310. This is going to be like 100 gems. Everything add up, so be in great value for your alliance, and you're going to get some good merits, which merits is basically your passport for some even more good alliance. Now I know with the home kingdoms things are a little more different with immigration and asking people to join and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think this is one of the ways. For the wall spenders, pick one main troop. I'm not quite sure the free-to-play players is a good strategy for a single troop or just using whatever they have, since they cannot actually focus money anywhere. They can just use whatever the gold keys are providing, or if they're working the Wookiee spin, they may actually have some extra hero, like for example Bertrand. Frygar is also from Wookiee spin. You get the idea. Just the heroes from gold keys and Wookiee spins are the free one, because I don't suggest free-to-play players spend gems on the Wookiee spins. There is a way more important thing to go for from Wookiee spin. So, as a free-to-play player, focus over one troop. Focus, for example, building your mages. Make them all awakened. I'm not quite sure WoW Spender can afford full awakened Lilia, but you can go for Bertrand with daily deals. Okay, Bertrand maybe it's not the best example, but yeah. For example, Sindrian Frygar, if you're able to get the Sindrian, but at some point you're going to be able to get it because everything is going to be in the bundles, in the daily bundles. So the main weapon of WoW Spender is the daily bundles. But for spending, I have to mention something that uh, always try to get the first three. If you're willing to spend in Call of Dragons, my personal suggestion is always go for Glorious Journey, the first three packages. I think in the Putumail you can get them with some discount because those permits is just going to guarantee you're not going to be if your server go dead, for example, your alliance have like 100 active people, or maybe 150, whatever happened, let's say 100 for easy calculation. 20% of your most active players, if they decide to go somewhere else, you're going to be left with 70 people, which half of them are medium players and half of them is WoW activity players. So if you're a very competitive player, most likely this is not going to be great feeling for you. I mean, this is the nightmare for the competitive active players. Dead Kingdom. So yeah, from the point of bundles, maybe this is so far the best option. Just to be 100% sure you're not going to end up in that server. But from there, focusing over the troop you like. 80% from the players in Call of Dragons are marksman and mages. So you can guess what you're going to see on the battlefield. You're not going to see that much cavalry, you're not going to see that much infantry. Even though Krakens and Whales are basically main all the troops, I strongly suggest just focus over one troop and build some good heroes around this one troop. So you can basically exchange like a whale with your main troops. Rest of the troops is going to be not so bad, so good. But yeah, you're going to have some good heroes and of course troops. I'm not quite sure how much time the wall spender is going to need to open tier 5, but yeah, just focus over one troop. For the mid spenders, everything you hear so far, but the mid spender can afford actually to be main body shield in the fights. What I mean by that is when there is a huge fight, they can actually, with WoW spenders, of course, they can actually fight on the front lines. Your free to play players are sitting behind and just killing the infantry. Mid and WoW spender, of course, WoW spender till they have the opportunity to do it, can fight on the front line. So from you is going to be expected to be there in the mass fights to actually kill enemy legions in front lines, not just sitting around killing the infantry. Front lines, mages, marksmen. It's expected you to kill these people. Now for the mid spender, of course, here comes the difference, and the mid spenders most likely have a lot of troops. Uh, Not like well, but definitely more from, let's say, WoW spender. I can say I was mid spender at some point just by going and getting my monthly pack, my daily deals, and from time to time, of course, I was getting these bundles and the Forge Key bundle also, the Forge of Light. So I can say maybe this is a mid spender because it's definitely not a WoW spender because this thing costs money. I mean, WoW spender is maybe monthly pack and from time to time daily bundle from time to time, but not every day getting daily bundle. At least this is in my eyes. Of course, everybody have their their opinions about what is mid spender, WoW spender. By the way, write in the comments what, in your opinion, is WoW, mid, and well spender. So for mid spender is basically the weight of the alliance. Mid and WoW spenders cannot be that accountable, but mid spender is accountable for making the alliance great again, or just, you know, pushing pushing the limits of the alliance and trying to winning the season. Free to play support, WoW spender can be in front lines also support, and mid spender is basically the main weapon because yeah, there is just not that many whales and krakens. And of course, whales and krakens is the people who is going to provide the unit you don't have well-built heroes. What I mean by that is, I can give even example with the current opponent we have. This is free to play, pay to win. Pay to win have 2 or 3 big whales, and they non-stop spam infantry. Nobody in the lands have infantry, so they spam it. And just by sending more and more infantry, you know, infantry is extremely important in the fight in Call of Dragons. So they cover the unit in the fight, which most of the times is infantry, with this type of unit, with some good builded heroes. Since I maybe something close to mid spender with 89 million power, but my Gorish suck. Look at this thing. This is horrible. But the whale is going to be awakened, or the kraken. So when I say pro player, I visualize this thing in my head. I don't expect free to play players to be not that smart and go in the front lines trying to tank whales fully awakened heroes. I don't expect WoW spender to also do the same and basically putting the weight of the alliance over their shoulders. And I don't expect mid spenders to stay behind and actually do nothing, or just do what free to play players should do. And I see that a lot. So yeah, this is in my opinion just a pro player. No, they know what they're capable of, and they're looking to achieve the best results. This is the pro player. If you're free to play, it's going to be extremely hard for you to make 50 million merits for one seed. And yeah, or just to be somebody with like 150 million and to sit at 2 million merits. There is a different expectations. And when the expectations, it's not only my expectation, it's also your alliance leaders. They expect, if they have like 3 people who is like 100 million power, to support the alliance, to be there, to be the main weapon of the alliance. And most of the times those people get the biggest respect in the alliance. And okay, the respect is little more wishy-washy. I mean, it's not so clear, but yeah, this is my personal opinion about uh different type of players and what actually make one player a pro player. Let me know your personal opinion, of course, in the comments below. And I guess this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. See you in the next video.